The other one. He's getting the whole thing? Yeah. Can I pet him? Hi, 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 hi. You may remember on a previous episode when Pinky and I were rushing a tortoise to the vet, we passed an elephant walking down the side of the road. At the time, obviously, we couldn't stop and see the elephant because we were in such a hurry. But on the way back from that trip, full of some amount of optimism due to the care that the tortoise was receiving and some improved signs of life, we rounded the corner back to our house. And what do you know? Just as we pulled onto our street, there's that elephant again. And of course, I had to pull over and see what was going on. So the elephant and the mahout had walked down from Surin, which is roughly 400 kilometers or 250 miles away. And they do this. I'm still not quite sure what the deal is, but they apparently will walk from one point to another and then sell food and fruit and things that you can feed to the elephant. I'm not sure if there's a final destination that they're trying to get to engage in some sort of other activity, or this is like the primary mode of income is to just walk around and sell fruit that you then feed to the elephant. I'm really not sure. I'm still trying to discern whether this is a good thing for elephants or not, but super fascinating, obviously, to be able to stop and engage with an elephant. The sweetie was about, 15 years old. Does just walk around, so she doesn't work. Like, they don't ride her, which is good. I mean, he does, but they don't. Yeah. I also found it interesting that as the elephant and the mahout travel around, they will sleep at whatever Buddhist temple is available in the village that they happen to be in on any given day. I did offer them both a lifetime pass to come sleep in our yard instead, but they, at this point, have not taken me up on it. Yeah, so we just finished up with the elephant, which, elephants are amazing, don't get me wrong, but I don't know if that kind of elephant keeping is ethical or not. I mean, clearly having them chained up and working nonstop is terrible. Giving rides on them is terrible. I don't honestly know what this guy's deal is. I mean, the elephant looks good. He's not giving rides. He's riding on it as the mahout, but he doesn't have one of those stupid chairs sitting on top and he's selling rides. The elephant itself, from my kind of novice opinion, looks pretty good. There's no scars on its feet from being chained up for years or any of this kind of stuff. So I don't know if this is good or bad. And bought him some food and gave the elephant some food. And I don't know if I'm genuinely helping somebody that's taking care of an elephant or if I'm just perpetuating a terrible activity. I don't know. But either way, any encounter with an elephant is an incredible one. I mean, they're just such magnificent creatures. So. So what's the story with this thing? It just fell out of a tree?
Yeah, he fell off a really, really tall tree. Me and my dad would sit there and talking.
Oh my God.
And then he's just super cute. And then Twee dog is
trying to get him?
Yeah. And I just shit dog away.
Okay. All right. So we've got a little squirrel here that Pinky presented to me in a box. I opened the box and Christmas Vacation Clark Griswold style, the thing flew out of the box and now is hiding in the corner of the house. I would just grab it, but that squirrel's big enough, and I'm sure it has teeth enough that will just crunch my finger if I try to do that. So I got to figure out a way to catch this thing, and then some kind of a plan. Once I actually, he didn't bite you? No. Jeez, you're brave. All right, I don't know. Figure out something.
He's like, the back leg fucked up.
Ooh,
the back leg fucked up. probably fell down. So
Yeah, their squirrels are pretty tough when it comes to falling out of trees. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Okay, okay, okay. And he's going to climb right up. As soon as he figures out he can climb up. Okay, yeah, put that on top. Just for now. That's obviously not permanent, but... yeah, I need like a cage, like a bird cage even. Hey, so we've got Mr. Squirrel here, who I have now relocated to this black tub, which I put him in, and within half a second he jumped right out. I do have the whole thing locked in the bathroom, so at least he's contained in this room. I don't know if he is capable of being on his own outside. I mean, he is pretty good size, obviously young, but fully developed. Just the fact that he just this morning fell out of a tree and then was immediately grabbed by 3 dogs gives me concern that he's not quite ready to go. So if there's something I can set up here, whether I can get a small cage or an aquarium or something to house him a little more permanently, and I don't think it's going to take very long, a week or 2 of feeding, and I think he'll be up to speed and can go on his merry way. But for now, here he is, and I've got to figure out something better than this. Another interesting Thailand phenomenon is they have determined that there is no occasion too insignificant to celebrate. And to celebrate, they love to do it with these like mobile stereo rigs where a guy in a tractor or a truck will roll up to your house with some sort of completely overpowered sound system. And it doesn't seem to matter if it's a birth, it's a death, it's somebody becoming a monk, it's whatever. Any sort of occasion initiates, seemingly anyway, this celebration of music, which typically you will hear them starting to warm up and kind of do the sound check in the morning. And then usually, I don't know, between 3 and 5 in the afternoon, that's when the real party gets fired up and they start cranking that music, and it will go all night, all the way till whatever, 4, 5, 6 o'clock the next morning. And depending on the event, depending on the occasion, sometimes it's 2, 3 days in a row. So that unit just rolled up at my neighbor's house, which means probably won't be sleeping at all for the next 3 days, and just got to deal with that. So village life. Kind of have this running joke with Pinky as we've been cleaning up our property over the past month or so, that anything that we have piled up ready to throw away or haul to the dump, her dad will inevitably come over and scavenge through some of it or all of it and take bits and pieces back to his quote-unquote inventory back at his house. The guy never throws anything away. Typical good old boy fashion. You never know when you might need it. So we've been laughing about that, but here I am this morning, early in the morning at the dump, coming back to scavenge a piece of pipe that I threw away like, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, because now, what do you know, I need it. I don't want to go buy an entire roll. So I came back to the dump because I knew I'd thrown a piece of this away, and here it is. So here's a cultural difference. This is the neighbor, this is the music. It is 3:45 p.m. and the music is so loud next door that it's absolutely rattling every loose piece in this house, to which there are a lot of. I don't get it. Obviously this is my issue, this is not their issue, this is me, but I don't understand how this is so culturally and socially acceptable in not only Thailand, but a lot of like Central American countries I've been to. I don't know what it's like in Europe, but in the US, this probably wouldn't fly. And I'm not saying that it should be like that here. I'm just trying to point out one of the things that I have been struggling with is the just absurdly loud music, where it's not just like a little bit loud, it's like you can hear it for 7, 10 kilometers away, I swear. And it will go until, who knows, tomorrow morning sometime. So I don't know what the rest of the village or the county or the province does. Does anybody sleep at night? Or are you just immune to it? I'm not really sure. So again, I'm not blaming the Thai people. I'm not trying to be one of those, that's not the way they do it in the US, so you shouldn't do it here. It's just a difference that I am trying to adapt to. I think it's not even so much like the music's annoying or loud, which it is both, but I just struggle to deal with like the, I guess, respect piece of it. Like, I would not blare my music that loud all night so that my entire village could hear it and was prevented from potentially sleeping. So I guess I just naturally wonder why other people are able to do that. And I don't think that they're certainly not being malicious or, you know, trying to specifically irritate me. And I'm not asking them to stop or any of that kind of stuff. I'm just trying to understand the logic, the mentality, the culture behind, like, yeah, we're just going to do what we want, whatever we want, and crank this music to 11 and let it go all night. I don't know. Just trying to understand. And at this point, I don't. All right, so I'm here to check on Mr. Squirrel this morning. We kept him overnight, gave him some food and some water. I don't know if he consumed any of it, but he seems no worse for wear. I know he's still young, but I think given the choice between keeping him indefinitely, or at least for a period of time, or just trying to release him today, I'm going with releasing him today. He doesn't seem like he's injured. He does seem pretty mobile and active, and I'm also aware that I'm not supposed to be keeping wild animals, or at least this type of wild animal, without certain permits and regulations. So I think keeping him last night just to make sure that he was safe and at least outwardly healthy, and then releasing him this morning is the right thing to do. Hey, little guy. Hey, little guy. I'm just going to put him in a box and bring him outside so that I can release him exactly where we found him. All right, so I got Mr. Squirrel in the box here. And I'm going to bring him out to this palm tree, which is where I believe he fell out of. And we'll release him here. Hey, buddy, you're free to go. You are free to go. Okay. Okay, do your thing. Normally, I think it'd be best to allow the squirrel to hop out of the box at his own pace. But given the number of dogs that were in the immediate vicinity, I did not want any of them finding the squirrel in the box and then trapping him. So I decided to expedite things a little bit so that the squirrel could get underway and then find some sort of shelter. All right, he just took off. He ran across the field here and then took off into the bamboo. So I guess that's about as good as I could expect. And he seemed super active and was running fine. So just hope he's developed enough to survive on his own. So you leave him alone. What's it? Want me to protect you?